Hi, I'm Dr. Shay. I'm a physician over here at Protea Medical Center in Tempe, Arizona. And today I am talking to you about stress and how that can affect people differently. And so when we think about stress, we can think about it as allostatic load, which is essentially going to be the cumulative burden of stress or the cost of chronic stress on our body long term. We can also think of stress resilience, so essentially how adaptable we are to stressors and our recovery time, how quickly we can bounce back from chronic stress. Now, when we have periods of chronic stress with low stress resilience, that increases our allostatic load. When our allostatic load is increased, this is when we see effects on blood work. So, for example, looking at increased allostatic load, increased stress on the body can look like hormone imbalances. It can look like nutrient deficiencies. We may also see high levels of inflammatory markers, just to name a few. When we're thinking about stress and its impacts on the body and how to become more resilient, there are a few different things at play. So, we know that genetics, epigenetics, and early childhood events all can change how we adapt to stress or our stress resilience. Genetics essentially are going to be what we're born with. We can't change them. Then we have epigenetics. Those are going to be environmental factors that we can implement that can turn specific genes on or off. And then we have early childhood events. When we think about genetics, we can think about it as a forest. That's the way I like to think about it, with lots of different trees that are in place that have been there for a long time, essentially since conception. Then we can think about epigenetics being more of like the gardeners in the forest, where they're not going to chop down the trees, they're not going to plant new ones, but what they can do is they can water and shade and tend to the ones that we want to tend to, and they can kind of ignore or not water the ones that we don't want to.